Homelessness looks like me. My mother had me when she was 16 years old. When she decided to leave my grandparents' house, she was 20. And so you could just imagine a young single mom with 2 children, trying to figure out life, but trying to sustain the family and keep us together. But the one thing that she always instilled in my sister and myself is love and kindness and how we stick together as a family. The community is a family. And so that's how I look at Broadview as my family. My name is Katrina Thompson. I am the mayor of the village of Broadview. It's a lot of moving pieces when we talk about housing. You got eviction, you got people that have, you got veterans, you got seniors. Do we have affordable housing? What do market rate housing look like? There's a lot of moving pieces with that, and sometimes it's complicated. But when you partner and collaborate with those that's really doing the work to bring all of these elements to fruition, this is when we see the works of local government take place and stepping up to the plate to assist where we can. It just seemed like one day it was a vacant lot, and now we have an opportunity to create housing. That's what we should be doing. This is 16 units, 16 different personalities, and we want to welcome them with open arms, whatever the situation may be. But this is a sense of feeling like they belong to a community. Then hopefully they can develop more housing for initiatives in other communities.
Yeah, so the Safe Bridge project is really exciting. It's been many, many years in the making because it creates this safety net, this true safety net for survivors of domestic violence and their families who are in need of safe and affordable housing. And as part of the project, we not only provide transitional housing and/or rapid rehousing units, but we're also providing, all of the wraparound services that are needed by both of our amazing teams at both Sarah's Inn and Housing Forward. I'm Carol Gall, and I'm the executive director at Sarah's Inn. Really, we consider all victims of domestic violence to be at risk of homelessness because so much abuse is financial abuse as well, or if they're looking to flee their current home to safety, they become immediately homeless. They have no place to go. And so for so many years, Housing Forward has been really a strong partner for us in order for us to, lean on to see how we can house individuals who need safe and affordable housing.
Nowadays, when you're discharged from a hospital, you're not fully recovered from your operation or your illness. You typically just no longer require hospital-level care. My name's Chuck Barris. I'm a general internist, and I work at McNeil Hospital in Berwyn, where I serve as the chief medical officer. And so you're discharged from the hospital to recover at home. But what if you don't have a home to recover in? Medical respite is providing a safe place for people to recover from their illness when they don't have a home to go to. Our hospital, like maybe many healthcare providers, felt that homeless patients, that's a city problem. All the unhoused individuals are in Chicago, and we ran some data, and lo and behold, guess what? We had unhoused individuals in the suburbs, and many of them were accessing our hospital and our health system. They were our patients. And so based upon that information and working with Housing Forward, we were able to stand up a Sojourner House in August of 2019. And at the time, it was the first respite program in suburban Cook County.
Partnerships are at the core of all of our missions. None of us works in a silo, and, all of us have these different expertise. We really want to continue to focus on domestic violence and the counseling and the trauma and the therapeutic services, but we know that this is such a critical need for so many families that we serve. Housing Forward has been a part of this community for so many years, and they have truly impacted thousands of lives in finding, housing and reducing homelessness. And, this community wouldn't be where it's at without Housing Forward.
As we met with Linda Schuler and other staff, it became very apparent that they had housing expertise that as a health system we just did not have. And I think from both sides of the table, it's been just a wonderful partnership.
I believe people should invest in Housing Forward because if you look at their track record, they are sustaining. They're not begging, they're not demanding, they're actually doing the work to show the value of what Housing Forward is delivering. They stand true to their mission and the vision, and that they love people. And not only just creating housing, but they putting the wraparound services to make the person whole again. And so when you make people whole and they can sustain themselves, they go out and do better things, but guess what? They never forget where they come from. And I think that's what Housing Forward does, is they give the people of a sense of pride and that they'll never forget where they come from because of the help that they receive from Housing Forward. So those that would like to make contributions to Housing Forward, I would strongly say put your money where your mouth is and make a contribution to Housing Forward because they're doing the work.